Hey, Shalom, brother. Shalom. This is Brother Howard of GMS Toronto coming back with another one. All right. This is St. Patty's Day Judgment. And I'm not even going to go deep. Right. And when I say we, I'm talking about the brothers of GMS. We've made multiple videos on these different ritualistic festivals like St. Patrick's Day, which is just a day of drunken revelry, right? Drunken orgies, right? This is an adulterous generation. Now, this is Matthew chapter 16, verse 4, and it reads, "A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas, and he left them and departed." Right? But this is a wicked, adulterous generation. And if you can't see that, that's because you don't understand what's going on around you. You literally look at these days like festivities, like just a day where people are just getting together and people are just enjoying themselves. No, these are wicked, ritualistic days that you people either know about or you don't know about, because you do have people that are uninitiated or the blind. You people are the goyim. You're the goyim of the world. You're not even looked as respected. You're just cannon fodder. That's how the elites look at you. You're just cannon fodder. The majority of you people are going to be destroyed mainly because you're just walking through the earth with your head in the clouds or with your head in the sand, right? You either have your head in the clouds or you have your head in the sand. That's how the majority of you people are. That's why the elites gave you social media. What did the elder apostles, right? The elder bishops, the elder brothers, the brothers that are on the highways and the byways doing this work in truth and in sincerity. What did they do with social media? What did they do with the internet? What did they do with YouTube? They used it in a positive way for righteousness. You people, you use Twitter, you use Instagram, you use Facebook and all these different platforms for wickedness. You don't understand the meaning of of the um of the cell phone. The cell phone wasn't created for you people. It was created for the elect. It was created so the elect could find the truth, because it would be damn near impossible in the time that we're living in today, with the way that the economy is, the way that the world is, for the prophets, right? Starting with the elder apostles on down, to travel through the four corners of the earth and do this work. So the Lord created the internet. He created all these social media apps for the elect and for the elites as well. So the elites can do their work. So they can destroy the minds of you people. You people are the blind. You people are the fucking blind. With all this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding out there and truth, and you people are still head in the clouds at St. Patty's Day parades, thinking that you're the Irish. You're not even the fucking Irish. Now, this is Exodus chapter 23, verse 2, and it reads, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment," right? But the point is, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. And you know who this catches? This catches silly women and children. The reason why our women want to celebrate these unhigh holy days or these wicked pagan days is because there's a multitude of people doing it. They see, oh, well, my neighbor's doing it. My girlfriend does it. They celebrate this. They celebrate that. Let's just do it for the kids. Oh, our kids are going to feel left out. Your kids are going to feel left out of what? Out of judgment? Your kids are going to feel left out of what? A pagan festival? A pagan ritual that is going into drunken revelry? Even when you're dealing with Christmas, that's a pagan festival going into drunken revelry. When you're going into Halloween, Halloween is another one as well, but that one is going into child sacrifice as well. So you people are taking part in different rituals, not understanding the spirituality behind it. You people are practicing You're practicing different rituals, not understanding what can come with it. This is a part of St. Patty's Day. Let's go back. That's a part of St. Patty's Day. That's judgment. That's judgment. That's a part of St. Patty's Day. That is judgment. And all the green, right, is going into the god of vegetation, right, which could be Pan and the different altars of that god. If you know anything about Pan, then you know Pan was a pansexual, right, or a PDF file, right? He was into pederasty, where he touched little boys. That's where you people get the green man today. His name is Peter Pan, right? When you go into Peter Pan, he wore all green. He played the pan pipes. That's why R. Kelly is known as the Pied Piper. That's why he was linked to little girls, right? Fulfilling that ritual. That's why Michael Jackson created a place called Never Neverland or Neverland or whatever it was called, linking himself to Peter Pan. So did Michael Jackson touch little kids? Of course he did, because he thought he was Peter Pan. He never wanted to grow up. He was trying to remain young forever. He was trying to be a little boy forever. Okay, so that even that store, Forever 21, they're pushing that youthfulness as well, which really and truly is going into pederasty, not growing the fuck up. You got to grow up. Right? The scriptures talks about when I was a boy, when I was a child, I thought as a child. But when I was a man, I put away childish things. You people don't want to put away childish things, which is really ignorance. Which is really and truly ignorance. You people look at children and you fashion your life after children. Oh, look at kids. They play together. They do this. But that's a child. What they do is in ignorance. They don't do what they do in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Their frontal lobe is not even developed to where they can even reason yet. They can't even reason yet. So that's why, as a man, there are certain people that you don't even reason with. I'm not debating with my son. I'm not debating with my daughter. They're children. I tell them what the fuck to do based off of empirical data, based off of the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the holy text, of which is the word of Yahweh, Wah Yahweh Shai. You don't debate with a child. You tell them what the fuck they're going to do. And if they don't do it, there's going to be judgment. Then the judgment doesn't always have to come from a punishment. The judgment can come spiritually as well. I'm letting you know what to do to avoid judgments, right? Because as a young man of the Lord, right, you're going to be required to serve Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. And there's a certain way to do it. And that's what we teach. That's what the brothers here teach. So I'm glad that all this judgment is happening, man. And there's going to be more judgment, man. There's going to be more judgment, especially coming from these different ritualistic festivals as well that you people partake in. And I hope that the death count skyrockets. I hope that the death count skyrockets because you people took part in a festival that promotes sacrifice, animal sacrifice, child sacrifice, human sacrifice. So So when these things happen, you can't ask yourself, oh, you're scratching your head. Oh, I wonder why this is happening. Now, I'm just going to read a brief history on the origins of the pagan festival, which brothers should already know, but just a little quick brief history. This is before Christianity arrived in Ireland. The ancient Celts, which were so-called black people, right? You so-called Caucasians, or I should say you Edomites. I won't use the word white because a lot of the quote unquote white people in Ireland today, their lineage, right, through their fathers patrilineally goes back to a so-called black man who is an Israelite. A lot of them are Israelites. That's what these other camps don't get. You other camps don't get that you don't need to look like Shaf to be an Israelite. Our history patrilineally, we have been throughout the four corners of the earth and we have laid with many different women. And our children came out looking like these different nations. So imagine what has happened over centuries, over decades. Come on, man. Use your brain. It says, before Christianity arrived in Ireland, the ancient Celts, right, which were Israelites who were pagans, right? When you study the Celts, you're going to find out that our people went into all manners of witchcraft, man. Okay? Celebrated the spring equinox. All you have to do is research the witch's wheel of the year. Every brother should know about the witch's wheel of the year, because that lets you know the different high holy days and festivals that these demonic people celebrate. Okay? It says the spring equinox, which falls on March 21st, with a festival known as Ostara. Okay? Ostara, right? That's one of the mother goddess. That's where you get Easter, right? That's how when you read in Acts, I think that's in Acts, when they try to put Easter in the scriptures, that word Easter is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be Pasak, right? It's supposed to be Pasak. It was the time of the Passover. How do we know? Because what follows the Passover is the 7 days of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which we're in that time right now where you're not supposed to have any leaven. Okay? It says this festival was a celebration of the end of winter and the start of the spring season. No, it's a celebration, like they just said, of the goddess, Ostara. Because what's happening in their spring? In their spring comes what? January, February, March. You have April, right? So you have the month of April, which is a mother goddess. April, May, right? That's another goddess, mother goddess. Then you have June, the goddess Juno, the dove goddess. And what happens in June? I think you have like Earth Hour and all these different things where they're given reverence unto the woman. Okay? So it says this festival was a celebration of the end of winter and the start of the spring. The Celts believed that during the spring equinox, the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world was at its thinnest. Same thing with Halloween. Same thing with Samhain. When you go into the study, right, or the research of Samhain, which is modern day Hallows Eve or Halloween, that's what they believe as well. They believe that the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world was at its thinnest, and they would perform rituals to honor their gods and goddesses. So you see what you're taking a part of? If you are celebrating St. Patty's Day, if you're celebrating Halloween, what are you taking part in? Rituals to honor gods and goddesses. Now, this is Psalms 96:5, and it reads, "For all the gods of the nations are idols. For all the gods of the nations are idols. But the Lord, his name is Yahweh, made the heavens." You people have been paganized through the perverting of the scriptures, going all the way back to the garden, going back to Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve were pagans. They were not righteous. Yes, Adam was a righteous man. When he started off his calling, or his servant, he was a priest. He was a servant of Yahweh. That's what Adam was. That woman who got deceived by the serpent, which is a representation of a man, deceived her, and she took that knowledge, which was a representation of fruit, right? Something to eat, right? Because knowledge is food, right? That's why they have a saying, food for thought. So she took that food and she brought it home. She put herself in a position of a god or a goddess. Eve was a representation of the first goddess. And that's who our people worship even today. Eve could be a representation of Ostara as well. She is a representation of April. She's a representation of May. She's a representation of June. Okay? If you understand. It's not only Semiramis. Yes, Semiramis is a major deity is a major demigod or demigoddess in this world, but so is Eve, because she was one of the first goddesses. Because remember, Adam worshipped her. Adam worshipped that woman, man, by following her and sewing fig leaves upon his body, which means that he went away from serving Yahweh. Okay? That's how deep this is. It says, for all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. There's only one power. There's only one power. And his name is Yahweh. And he's not dealing with none of us. He's only dealing with his only begotten son, and his name is Yahushai. So is Yahushai important? He is not just important, he is imperative. He is imperative. There is nothing a man, woman, child can do without Yahushai. That's how imperative Yahushai is. Now back to this small article. It says, one of the most important deities in the Celtic pantheon was Astarte, or Estri, the goddess of spring and fertility. Her name is believed to have given rise to the modern English word Easter. Yes, that is true. The Celts would offer sacrifices and perform other rituals to honor Estre and ensure a successful harvest in the coming months, right? So, what are these people? Hold on, let's go back to the video. Let's look at them. All right, this is for the goddess, the mother god. And the mother god, in one of her aspects, loves rituals, especially rituals of sacrifice. Right? So good for these people, man. Right? This is judgment, and more judgment is coming upon this earth, man. All right. So Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Right? All praises to the Most High and His Son. Right? And I hope the brothers were edified by this quick lesson. I just wanted to do a quick one. And with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I'd like to say double honors unto the elders and elder apostles of GMS, and to the brothers who are on the four corners of the earth doing this work in truth and in sincerity, and who are of the hopeful elect. Shalom. Until next time, Kwam Yasharallah, and Abad Babal to the sinful kingdom.